A love letter. Such a hot afternoon, this seems quite ironical because I see astronomical forecasts pointing to a full cold moon plying our skies tonight. Oh, look at me. It said moon and not sun, right? Now does that mean that we will have colder nights? Must be such a sad affair for those living in the northern hemisphere, I guess, huh? As I write this, and with the foreknowledge of the lunar rising high up in the solstice against a very low sun on the same, I may not know where your travels land you this beautiful night, as the festivities seem to have caught up with us in totally different parts of this beautiful planet, Mother Earth. Now, speaking of Mother, have you ever thought as to why they refer to her as Mother Earth? I think if the Almighty God is the Father, then the Earth, being our nurse in nurture, sure plays as the Mother, right? Well, nothing to think much about, for this is all but a random thought. As has become habit, however, before I hurriedly get into the depths of this lettering with all excitement, lose my footing, allow me to say, blessed days and pleasant nights. Speaking of pleasant nights, I totally wish you a pleasant night, yet still hoping that this cold moon night finds you not in the northernmost parts of this earth, as the cold with it seems quite unbearable tonight, especially with my miles of distance from your embrace. Yet despite the distance and space between us, notwithstanding where you are, may you be rest assured, my dear beloved beauty, that my heart and love will seek, find, and embrace you to warmth wherever you will be. Now this remains the one beauty that overwhelms me with regards to true love, that it lights up the darkest nights and heats up even the coldest ones, melting down the hardest of hearts to total surrender. With such power of love and affection has my heart surrendered to the beauty of your love, cupped with tenderness and devoid of any charm but the warmth of your total essence, that on such a night breaks down any barriers to remind us that though we are all different, still our hearts crave that same truth of comfort wrapped in the core of who we are, lovers at heart. With this in mind, I know that tonight, as I stare into the illumination of the high-peaking cold luna, will the warmth of our unrelenting love fill up the distance between us, reminding me that our love is not really determined by either distance or space, but is rooted in the core of our true personalities, beautiful souls wandering through this beautiful land, Mother Earth. In my heart still sticks so much to speak about, yet I know that the beauty of love lays not in the overflows of everything, but is set within the little intricate joys of each fleeting moment we share between us. Most oft, not even physically, for presence, as I have grown to learn, is a luxury to whose availability we must always embrace and treasure each time it shows up. With this at heart, are my thoughts and senses drawn back to the scorching sun low down the bright blue sky. For some reason, I would totally love to share some of its heat with you, only to make sure that it would keep you warm through the cold night lying ahead. You must by now be wondering as to why I haven't mentioned the whereabouts of the mailman. Truth be told, I would rather not wear my heart out with thoughts of him, as instead, my heart boils over with memories of you, even as gratitude chimes along as to the kind of year we have shared thus far. Do not be surprised when you recall the offsets we had, for to me, these sincerely work towards the beauty we now hold onto. And if I may ask, who even hinted that love itself was ever an easy tread? Far from it. Instead, love, as we have both grown to learn, is a journey, one of pitfalls, valleys, storms, and even thorny roses. Yet among the petals of these same thorny roses have we learned to smell their overwhelming aroma of joy and tender sweetness. A tenderness that on closing my eyes and letting the sun beat down upon my folded eyelids, does it swim me gently upon the waves of adventure this whole year has taken us through. This same sea whose waves tossed and made you seasick, yet for the love we shared, all that could be kept at bay to allow this sweet embrace of love wash over us. It is dusk already, a sign that the days are fast upon us, and with this pace is my yearning for you awakened. And as the full cold moon rises over Sagittarius does my heart miss you, as I pray that the distance between us shortens even the more. Now I miss your soft chubby fingers in mine as they softly creep into each other. I miss the spoken silence between us as only the wind told us tales in its breeze. I miss the whisk of the wind through your hair and the flustered look you always got with the tenderness of the moment. I miss you. I miss us. May I wish you a beautiful leap into the coming year, hoping that you'll not forget that without question or even reason, my heart loves and will always treasure you, whether you be present or even absent. And as though words would speak my heart, not that is the kind of language we have, but for distance sake and absence of presence, allow me to say that I totally love you. And even these words remain not sufficient to express the extent of it all. Yet until you receive this mail and your response, and with the start of an amazing new year, my dear beloved and most tender beauty, please stay blessed and stay safe. It's your true and sincere love, Paper, the sketches of life.